Hey guys, welcome to this week's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, this was one of my favorite weeks, Halloween week.
Yay! And just
So
in case
much fun.
you were wondering, it's episode 8.
All right, so they started off the show with a sexy, spooky Halloween graveyard opening.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. And Leah's back!
Yeah, because it's the World Series, so Erin Andrews is out of here. I'm having a lot of fun with Leah co-hosting.
Couldn't it be wonderful if...
Couldn't it be wonderful?
If the World Series just went on forever?
Ouch, sorry, Erin. Okay, so let's talk about this week's dances. Like we said, it's a Halloween theme.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1 is the individual couples, and then round 2, we got the team
dance.
dances.
So Nick and Sharna were up first. They're doing an Argentine tango.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
I
They were Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein.
know. Right?
And he's a little rough around the edges. He missed a day of rehearsal.
Yeah, that was
Or
tough.
2.
I thought he did a great job with this still, but like you said, rough around the edges. He's got to add the polish a little bit. There was that one like crazy lift that went into another crazy lift. A lot of spinning.
Yeah, a lot of spinning, a lot of time wasting.
I would have liked a little bit more content.
I love the concept though.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that it was good.
Mm-hmm.
24. That's a little harsh.
I thought that was a little harsh.
Little harsh.
All right. Up next, I just want to say, like, it seems like the judges really score Nick tough.
They do. This in general is one of those shows where they get caught up in the theme and
True.
the scoring means absolutely nothing.
I felt like the scoring was all over the place tonight, but we'll
horrible.
get there. So next up, Hayes and Emma. They had a slow waltz.
He was a werewolf. She was his victim.
Mm-hmm.
He was not very fluid.
You know what? I have seen a lot of improvement in Hayes over the last few weeks. I think his confidence was really up. I think he's improved a
still
lot with his
15
frame.
though. He's still 15.
Yeah. He's still 15.
Yeah.
There were times where he definitely could have, lowered his chin. Something weird with the
things.
back when they were not in hold.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the judges got a little bit carried away with the 26.
Yeah, I mean...
9s, really? For that?
All right. Next up, Alexa and Mark.
They had a paso doble.
I loved the theme here.
Edward Scissorhands and Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
All
From
right.
Edward Scissorhands, of course.
Yeah. This, to me, was an out-of-control mess.
Well...
I didn't like it, and I was very disappointed.
I had high hopes for this because I love Tim Burton. I love Edward Scissorhands.
And I love Mark Ballas.
And I thought, he's going to go crazy. It's Halloween night. And I thought it was a great routine, but it was the same issue that I've had with Alexa since the beginning. I just feel like she needs to rein it in a little bit.
It was all over the place.
She just kind of loses control sometimes.
Yeah, she was teetering out of control.
It's a little bit like Nick's problem. Mm-hmm. He's rough around the edges.
Right.
And I feel like it's the same thing.
However, the judges were like, oh, this was so great. 9s across the board. Really? Really?
I do want to say to her credit, like, she brought the power. This was a paso doble. You got to be strong, and she did that, but...
Yeah. All right. Well, you can't have the tango every week.
All right. Next up, Tamar and Val, the lone foxtrot of the evening.
They were interviewing her, and she was all like, I think I'm the best dancer in the competition.
Whoa, girl!
Even though that's true, don't rub it in people's face.
I don't know. I think she's definitely one of the best
She's a
dancers.
big contender.
But I think it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way when she said that. And
I think so, too.
I think a lot of the judges were, like, pissed about it. But
They got their panties in a bunch.
let's talk about their dance. So they were at, like, this weird, wacky fun house.
They were just general spooky people.
There was kind of, like, this, like, orgy thing happening.
At the end.
And a little bit in the beginning.
All right. Well, I thought it was excellent.
I thought the dance was fantastic.
Yeah.
The judges, however, were like, you were messy and you messed up a couple times and your connection was off and blah, blah, blah. What?
You know what the best part of this was? the Sasha scary prank where he knocked
Oh my
Leah down.
I can't believe that Leah did not curse on air
I
during that prank.
know. The best part too was that she kept recreating it for everyone as if they hadn't seen it.
Maybe they weren't in the
rest of
room.
the show.
Maybe they weren't in the room.
I'm sure they heard about it.
Well, back to Tamar and Val. They ended up getting a 24, which I thought was ridiculous. I thought she was fantastic in this foxtrot.
I give it up.
Yeah,
Come on.
ridiculous.
All right. Andy and Allison, they had a paso doble, and they were just vampires.
There were a lot of vampires tonight.
A lot of vampires.
I think this was kind of like the underworld vampires, like Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, okay. Spanish lines for him? No.
No.
He didn't stick his wiener out enough.
And the arms, he's got, the shoulders up. He's
Yeah.
got a...
He's definitely improved throughout the competition.
By a lot. You remember like a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
He's improved a lot.
I think everybody got spoiled by last week.
Last week was amazing.
I know. I really didn't like this. And I don't care if Julianne is totally turned on. Hello, Tommy Chung got her going too.
No,
so
we don't need to know whenever she's turned like, oh. Okay, but anyway, I really liked the vibe of this dance. I thought he was hitting it really hard, and I appreciate that from him. He's not as technically there as some of the other celebrities, but I think he really put his all into this, and there's something to be said for that.
Nines, though?
Yeah, I know.
Nines should not be said for this. 26 for him. All right, now Bindi and Derek, the little sweetheart of the competition, they had an Argentine tango.
And they were also vampires. What?
That's my favorite.
We know!
She's the queen of
Are you
the
turned on
vampires.
now too, Julianne?
No. All right, so I thought it was fantastic. This was a really well choreographed, well danced performance.
Yeah, this
had the beautiful shapes.
This was a lot different than Nick and Sharna's Argentine tango.
This was a
This
traditional.
was more of a classic traditional Argentine with the kicks and everything, the sharpness.
Yeah,
I thought she did a great job.
30. Well deserved. Well deserved.
All right, so then we were treated to
I love this.
some wonderful tricks and pranks from everyone's favorite, Sasha!
The old skeleton in the garbage can.
He popped out of a table. He popped out of like a bunch of stuff.
He was a scary clown. He was something else. Skeletons dropping from the ceiling.
Pulled out all the stops.
Spiidas.
Yeah.
Never underestimate a good spiida jumping down from the ceiling.
He freaked a lot of people out.
It was great. And it continued throughout the live show as well, which was awesome. All right, so Alec and Lindsay. I think Alec is a little full of himself. You know, he started out on the show all humble, and now I think he's getting a little full of himself, and it's kind of a turn off. Julianne.
He was upset with his scores last week. He thought he deserved better. And Lindsay was like, we got a lot to work on.
Did he watch the show? Did he think he mastered ballroom dance in 2 months?
I guess so. But anyway, this was like the show of inflated egos and...
It sure was, wasn't it?
I don't know. But Carrie Ann last week was like, you should work with Artem. He's going to help you with your presence. And Artem showed up to help out.
Artem is a freaking master. I love Artem.
Yes.
He's one of my favorite pros. They had a Viennese waltz. I think Alec got off a little bit easy this week because there was so much damn smoke, nobody could see his feet.
It was a little difficult to, watch his footwork and stuff, but for what
Lindsay
we could see...
she might as well have dragged him around the room and he would have gotten the same scores.
I think it was an improvement for him, though.
It was okay.
I think it was definitely an improvement for him.
You know what was better? His Artem impression.
You need to learn the choreographies.
We make dance now? Right.
I think Alec, though, tends to be stronger in the ballroom dances as opposed to Latin.
Yeah.
Like, the jive last week was rough for him. But
Yeah,
I think when he stays in that frame, I think, it works out for him a little bit better.
I think Carrie Ann, again, was a little high. Not
Whoa!
with a 9? Come on. She had to have been smoking.
What kind of smoke was that?
A 25.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Next up, the last couple in the first round, Carlos and Whitney.
Another delicious Halloween paso doble.
Yeah, so this one Phantom of the Opera and Christine, but they didn't use Phantom music, which was really confusing.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't clear it.
I don't know. I was like expecting this Phantom Paso Doble, and then it wasn't. But
well, you know what else they couldn't clear? The damn smoke.
Yeah, that smoke. They were still using it, and there were a couple of times during that routine
I
where I
couldn't
was
even
like,
see them dancing.
But I thought this was great.
I thought he was really great, except he could have stuck his wiener out a little bit more.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Usually I'm like, "Rrr," but I'm gonna have to agree. Cape work, loved it.
Yeah,
It was good.
It was really good. 28. That was about
I thought
right.
that was deserved. Yeah.
All right, so now it's time for the team dances.
Okay.
It's 2 teams, obviously.
The team captains are the 2 celebrities with the highest combined judges' scores for the season.
So, Nick and Bindi.
All right.
Well, who's on Nick's team?
Well, Nick, Team Nightmare.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, he's got Tamar and Val, Andy and Allison, and Hayes and Emma.
All right, so obviously this dance was based on Jack Skellington's, and it was so much fun.
When this was about to start, I was like, okay, they're all dressed like Jack Skellington, but are they actually going to use Nightmare Before Christmas music? Because I was so thrown off. They did.
I'm surprised they didn't have
This
some
is
Sallys
Halloween.
in there too.
Well, I guess they wanted to be all uniform.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, you know, their theme. They were very sharp, very precise.
They were in sync. Right.
Don't say that here.
I thought it was a great job.
I thought, yeah, it was fantastic.
They really did a great job, and they got a 30. They deserved it. All right, now Team Ghostbusters, they got some big shoes to fill because Derek has never, ever lost, ever.
Never. I think he was tied before, but never lost. But
last season he was tied.
Right. Yeah. Was it last season?
I think so.
It might have been. Or the season. I don't know. But this team, looking at it, I was like, oh man, I don't know. Because this is kind of like the dream team here. They got a lot of strong dancers.
Mark Ballas is on the team. Derek is on the team.
Yeah, so Alexa and Mark, Alec and Lindsay, and Carlos and Whitney.
Right. Alec was the weak link. It was kind of obvious.
Well, Carrie Ann was actually like, Alec, you were great in this. What? I think I mean, the lifts were really cool.
Yeah.
The lifts were really cool.
All right, well, those hoverboards, though.
I can't believe
that was amazing.
Carlos lifted Whitney on that hoverboard. Somebody was watching that Justin Bieber, what do you mean hoverboard video. Oh, and speaking of hoverboards.
Lindsay was on a hoverboard during her solo performance with Alec. And that was pretty awesome, too. I was like, how is she coming in here? She's like freaking flying.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so.
But this routine, they were not as tight.
No, they really
weren't. As Team Nightmare. Team, who are you gonna call? What's going on here? Bindi got called out for being out of sync.
Oh my God, Derek lost. Oh.
They only got a 28, so yeah, they lost.
He has his partner to thank.
I don't think that's the reason they lost. It wasn't just her.
All right, so yeah, they only got a 28.
You know what, too? I want to say, I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't have the girls be the Ghostbusters and have the guys be the ghost. Because, you know, the next Ghostbusters movie, the girls are going to be...
Is it a Disney movie, too?
I don't think it's Disney.
I don't know. All right, well, let's talk about the bottom 3.
Okay.
So, we've got Hayes and Emma. I was a little bit surprised that they were in the bottom because of his fan base.
He's got a huge fan base.
Tamar and Val. Whoa, wait a minute. Is that for real? And Alec. Alexa
and Mark.
It
says Alex.
Alexa
and Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Okay, so the couple going home this week is Hayes and Emma.
But of course, Alexa still freaked out.
Wouldn't you?
Mark was just like, oh God, oh please.
I'd be
bawling.
bawling.
Don't let it be her. She's gonna freaking lose it.
I would be bawling if I was in the bottom.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hayes and Emma were eliminated. I don't know. She looked pretty emotional. But anyway, Hayes and Emma were eliminated.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's probably about right out of those 3.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah. Out of those 3, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not out of the whole show, but out of those three.
It's getting down to the nitty gritty here. We got a lot of talented people
Favorites
left.
are going to be going, so be
let us
prepared
know
for that.
what you guys thought. Did the right person go home? Who was your favorite dance this week?
Yeah.
Let us know.
And until next time,
Much love.
Edit.